Uncle, how are So, Nagraj padi rahu de.
Equity teaches the same thing. Vacha karma tirichayate in Sanskrit. Fact function at the Goa Chamber of Commerce near Azad Maidan in Panjim. The IME Goa State unveiled their program for this year, which was Care of the Old. The last several months across the state of Goa have shown that IME really cares and does what it says. Care for the old. And in line with the same, today we are blessed to have with us His Excellency the Governor of Goa, gracing.
It is indeed a great day for us because His Excellency the Governor of Goa has been very kind enough to host the elders from various parts of Goa. We could not get all, there are so many, but whomever we could get as the representatives of some of the homes are here today, and His Excellency has very thankfully agreed to have a function with lunch. This was planned when His Excellency unveiled our motto on the 17th of March, and also at that time gave grants to all our IMA branches to carry on the theme of the year, which is just mentioned to you on geriatrics, care of the old with a heart of gold, where we have actually brought out the flame in the hearts of our very own medical community in the first place to take care of the old. We have organized medical seminars on various aspects of problems in the elderly, and our 7 branches have kept on doing programs for the old in their respective regions. And we hope to continue this not only for this year, though it was a theme of this year, but we shall continue this in the years to come, because when I took over the presidency of IMA in January this year, I felt there was a very great pressing need to take care of our elderly. Goa is facing especially a very peculiar problem where many of the youth have gone over to foreign lands for the sake of jobs, and their aged parents and aged relatives are here sometimes very lonely. They are in homes or in their homes. And these elderly people need to be taken care of by us as if they were our own parents or our own relatives. That's why we have got this concept to take care of the old with a heart of gold. And His Excellency, our Governor, Shri Sridharan Pillai, has been very much active in the forefront, helping people all over Goa in various aspects. And this is one of the aspects that he has encouraged us to go ahead by giving us the grants way back in March. So we thank you Your Excellency, for giving us the initial push which makes our commitment to the cause stronger. Definitely, the Indian Medical Association, the members of our medical community, pledge ourselves to the service of the elderly so that we can give you a good life in the twilight of your life. Thank you very much. Thanks everybody for coming here today. Despite the heat, some have come from very long places. Thank you very much. God bless.
I request the Treasurer of Goa IMA State, Dr. Dayanand Nayanan, to please welcome our First Lady, the bouquet of flowers. I request our Governor with a welcome. Friends, you all already witnessed the photograph and the occasion down. Thank you, sir. Thank you for obliging us. This man who has been very actively traveling the length and breadth of the state. He has visited almost every village panchayat. I now have the pleasure and honor of inviting.
Extremely happy to be amongst all of you this morning for this program to provide assistance to the elders of Goa, initiated by the Goa State Unit of Indian Medical Association. During my Goa Sambhurna Yatra, I have been visiting a number of old age homes and extending financial assistance to the old elderly disabled persons. It was a great experience of joy to interact with these people. I had also invited them to Rajbhavan, and they have spent a happy time here with us, and my heart is filled with joy to be sharing a meal with them. It is once again my great pleasure to have all of you today with us. Of course, a prepared speech is there. My secretary is prepared, give it to me. I am very happy to meet all of you. Our ancient concept is that old is gold. So the only Indian society considers that the concept of old is gold. That is why not only in my Kerala, my home state Kerala, but in various parts of India, I don't know much about Goa on this aspect. In every family, we are considering of the elderly person as just like a divine person. If you are going out from the family, the younger generation, or a son or daughter or whatever may be, they are seeking the permission of elder people. Daddy may go, or father may go, or in our language, Acha may go and come. Like that sort of permission is. This shows the crux of a society's concept with respect to the approach to elders. If you go to America, of course, the most blessed nation in the world, there are so many schemes are also there. Financially, the elder people are 10% protected in certain countries. One classic example is US. At the same time, if you go to parks in America, evening time, you can see elderly people, especially among the spouse, if a partner is last life, then if he or she is alone, they will always spending their time alone in the park. That's a usual thing. I had occasion to read one article of that aspect. So everything we are giving, but love and affection, touching experience of the house from those relatives is lacking there. Of course, God-fearing people on the back end of their lives spending more and more time for going to spiritual centers and for seeking for God's blessing, then they are getting some relief in their mind. Otherwise, the society is not safe if our elderly people are not protected. That is why in our country there are recently, within 10 years, there are some legislations for getting maintenance, and if elderly people are not maintained by their children, you can approach the revenue divisional officer or executive magistrate and file a petition and address the grievance. That is only a technical thing that I don't want. But seeking this love and affection. I have written one of my books published about 2-3 months back in Malayalam, my collection of stories. In that most important one story depicted as one of the story. That story actually, when I visited, my wife also was with me, that Then Swamiji is an youngster. He was an engineering college student, and then he, of course, abandoned his life and became the head of the Swamiji. Maybe less than 30 years of age. He told me an incident that inspired me to write a story. Because in preparing a story, a real incident is there, along with the same certain imagination also is there. Notes are there. While writing certain cases, we are also in an hallucination also. That's the mental ingredient of one of the ingredients of this mental disease. Maybe, but what Swamiji told is real thing. Swamiji told me that he went to one of his this Buddha Sadan run by them outside Goa in Mumbai. Then an incident is narrated before me. That was became the background for my story. The story is that, you see, from a rich family, her husband died, and then 2 sons are there. Very good earning members, and they were settled in US. Grandchildren are there, and she was alone in this house. Then there was an incident in that area that a Bengali person in an identical situation, he killed that one lady like that in that village, killed that lady and ransacked everything and run away from there. Subsequently, legal aspects and he was arrested and he was in life imprisonment and other things. After hearing this lady was also in the inner mind, she was afraid of that. So what will happen to me? I am alone here. My sincere servant from some other state, and the possibility is there. So day by day apprehension is there. Then her two sons in America with their family, they made a whole arrangement to have 5-star or 7-star type of that everything was there. Money, pumping money like anything, good food, whatever wants, she was getting. But she wants to see the grandchildren. 2-3 years after. Then she told Swamiji that I am not happy at all. Then Swamiji asked, what do you want now? Bhagavad Gita is there, you can pray, God is there, and all facilities are there, a comfortable stay is here. If you want to see film, everything is there, like that. But she was not at all happy. She told no. Then finally she told that, I want to see my sons and other children. May I get an opportunity? Then Swamiji immediately contacted them. And in a way they agreed. And Swamiji conveyed it to that poor lady also, elderly lady also. But after 2 months something happened. Because they are ardent believers of this horoscope. In Hindu concept, horoscope is there. Then she 2 children, she wants to see the sons, their family, grandchildren, etc., etc. But those people presented this horoscope before an astrologer. Astrologer was there in America also, for Indian or Myanmar. Yeah? Then after stating that, her life according to astrologer as per the horoscope is only 2 months. Then these 2 sons, they were having an afterthought. They informed Swamiji that anyway, examination and other things are there, our job problems are there. Swamiji, after 2 months, anyway, we are forced to come to our native place. And it is not possible for us to come now and again after 2 months, again coming. It's practically not possible. By hearing the same, that is an addition made by me in my story. Not Swamiji told that by hearing the same, that lady lost her life. This is happening in our society. If you are giving everything, Rajban Fund 8 lakhs or something has given for this scheme by them. Extremely happy to be amongst all of you this morning for this program to provide assistance to the elders of Goa, initiated by the Goa State Unit of Indian Medical Association. During my Goa Sambhurna Yatra, I have been visiting a number of old age homes and extending financial assistance to the old elderly disabled persons. It was a great experience of joy to interact with these people. I had also invited them to Rajbhavan, and they have spent a happy time here with us, and my heart is filled with joy to be sharing a meal with them. It is once again my great pleasure to have all of you today with us. Of course, a prepared speech is there. My secretary is prepared, give it to me. I am very happy to meet all of you. Our ancient concept is that old is gold. So the only Indian society considers that all the concept of old is gold. That is why not only in my Kerala, my home state Kerala, but in various parts of India, I don't know much about Goa on this aspect. In every family, we are considering of the elderly person as just like a divine person. If you are going out from the family, the younger generation or a son or daughter or whatever may be, they are seeking the permission of elder people. Daddy may go, or father may go, or in our language, Acha may go and come. Like that, a sort of permission is. This shows the crux of a society's concept with respect to the approach to elders. If you go to America, of course, the most blessed nation in the world, there are so many schemes are also there. Financially, the elder people are 100% protected in certain countries. One classic example is US. At the same time, if you go to parks in America, evening time, you can see elderly people, especially among the spouse, if a partner is lost life, then if he or she is alone, they will always spending their time alone in the park. That's a usual thing. I had occasion to read one article on that aspect. So everything we are giving, but love and affection, touching experience of the house from those relatives is lacking there. Of course, God-fearing people on the back end of their lives spending more and more time for going to spiritual centers and for seeking for God's blessing, then they are getting some relief in their mind. Otherwise, the society is not safe if our elderly people are not protected. That is why in our country there are recently, within 10 years, there are some legislations for getting maintenance, and if elderly people are not maintained by their children, you can approach the revenue divisional officer or executive magistrate and file a petition and redress the grievance. That is only a technical thing that I don't want. But seeking this love and affection. I have written some of my books published about 2-3 months back in Malayalam, my collection of stories. In that most important one story depicted as one of the extremely happy to be amongst all of you this morning for this program to provide assistance to the elders of Goa, initiated by the Goa state. Our government can make some provision for that. If our country is becoming more and more affluent, then definitely we will be able to protect our weaker section, elderly person. But that alone is sufficient. That is why I would like to say, give love and affection. Do consideration to elderly people. And our organization should also try to give confidence to the elderly person in the family. Of course, the setup, whether it is local body, district level administration, or state level administration, or Raj Bhavan, or a chief minister, or a prime minister, or maybe we will have to do more and more for the welfare of the elderly person. And there is a representation also to me. I can have a guesswork on that even without reading that. Yes, we will, our secretary is also, I don't know, he is claiming that he is young, but My case is also like that. Credit goes to the companies. They are supplying everything, so I have to be here. But madam, I don't know. I can't say. I don't want a quarrel. Yeah? Anyway, we will have to heart relationship. We were meeting together. Elderly people in Kerala. I am always studying these types of things. I am going to all churches. Everywhere I am going. I don't know. My wife is also agreeing with that. Going to every time you are spending for others and not for the family. That complaint may be there. And I saw that Malayalam, one church is conducting. That church is not much here. That is Marthoma Church. They are having a scheme that is called Pagal Veedu. Veedu you all know? Oh, house. So daytime at 9 o'clock or 8:30 or 9 o'clock, they are taking, their vehicle is there. They are taking these elderly people pick up from their houses, and this Pagal Veedu they were put it there. After 6:30, they were again in their houses. So during this time, discussions are there in between them. Friendship is there. They will discuss for so many things. Free discussion. Even younger mind also can be created. Feeling of that we are alone, we are elderly, our days are counted. That feeling is not there. And prayer also, Christian church being a Christian organization, according to their prayer and other things are there. So I found that Marthoma Sabha is concerned. They are doing a very good service. That's all, of course, confined to their own people, their own community, not a Hindu. Every community can start this. So engagement is the most important thing. If you are having your children can give you money and other things. We can't blame. In my story, I stated with respect to non-resident 2 Indians in the US. Practically, they are correct because they are held up due to their commitment to the family, children, grandchildren, their examination, and or the job aspect, etc., etc. They are fed up with that. So whatever may be, but its impact on the mother. So this type of approach should be there, and you will try. And Rajbhavan also, as far as elderly people nearby are concerned, you can come to here, sit there, only permission from, not only, I am not the person, secretary and our ADC is also there. ADC is a youngster going to marry within short time, and you think about your father and mother like that, accept them and do it, and this day, this get-together is an epoch-making thing in my mind. And I congratulate all of you. And our Rajbhavan is concerned. You see, last year, September 17th, we declared certain things. 71 dialysis patients, we declared our financial help. Then 71 institutions also, like NGOs, Vrudha Sadan, Bala Sadan, and other institutions, and Mother Teresa's charitable trust. I visited almost all places. And 71 we have given. Our target was 71 at that time, 71 dialysis patients. Now I can proudly say that more than 800 people, more than 80 people. Of course, organizations are concerned, IEME also in a little way we help such organizations. So that is a very good move, but Rajbhavan is concerned, only governors personal fund alone is there, that we distributed. I talked to the chief minister also. They are also prepared to give more and more help to us. They are cooperating always. And under such circumstances, let us have a cooperative move all together. Our hearts and hearts should be combined together and do things. And along with the same, elderly patients are concerned. I don't know what extent they can allow them to come in the evening to these places and see security problems are there. There is one thing I will tell you, that last few years back, Mumbai attacked by extremist people are there. Actually, that was intended, targeted to Rajbhavan. Because of the presence of a ship there in the seashore area, they diverted it, and in the hotel attack and other things happened. That is why Rajbhavan is concerned. Security is very strict nowadays after that, because they are not targeting Sridhar Pillai or a Goshiari in that place. A national for declared constitutional position, Rashtrapati Bhavan, like that, Rashtrapati, Prime Minister, then Raj Bhavan, like that is the target of the. That is why some restrictions are there. But within that restrictions, what extent we can do also be considered. Very homely atmosphere you can see in this area, the daytime and other things. So anyway, contact with our officials and do the things. Wish you all the best. May God bless you. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Is really inspiring. Sir, you are very young at heart, no matter cosmetics, companies, whatever, but your to us is really inspiring. Sir, you are very young at heart, no matter cosmetics, companies, whatever, but your... I request Dr. Amol.
It's a great honor to be standing here today to propose the vote of thanks for the Elders' Day function. We are privileged to have His Excellency, the Governor of Goa, Shri P.S. Sridharan Pillai, give us monetary grants to the IMA branches at a function held on 17th March at the GCCI Hall in Penjim. Your monetary grants, sir, have definitely helped us carry forward our social outreach programs in line with our theme for the year, Care of the Old with the Heart of Gold. We have carried out many programs towards the care of the geriatric population in Goa. It was at that function that an idea of having an Elders' Day function at the Raj Bhavan was thought, and so we are here today. Due to a last-minute change in the schedule of His Excellency the Governor of Goa, the planned function on Elders' Day on the 1st of October was postponed till today. And true to your words, sir, you have made it possible to hold this function here. Sir, we are grateful to you for your support towards achieving our goals as per our themes for this year, and we look forward to your wholehearted support in the future endeavours of the IMA Goa State. First Lady Advocate Rita Sridharan has been present for both the occasions of the IMA Goa State function that we had this year, and we express our gratitude for placing both the occasions here. Shri Mihir Vardhan, Secretary of Goa State, Secretary to the Governor of Goa, has been the man behind all the arrangements done for this Elders' Day function. Special thanks to you, sir, for making this function possible and for all the arrangements being done. Thanks are due to the officials and staff of Governor's Office for helping us with organization of this function smoothly. We are grateful to you for getting us the sumptuous dinner that will be served to us today. I thank all my colleagues from IMA for coordinating with various old age homes in their local areas to get the elders for this function today. I also thank the elders present here today for whom this function and the theme for the year is dedicated. We will continue to work towards you in the future as well. Finally, thanks to the media persons, both digital and print, for covering this function. Thank you. Long live IMA.